Hey everybody, it's Mark Yegi. Welcome to another Market Pulse for the week. It is crazy out there. I hope you had a great Thanksgiving, by the way. I sure did, and just got off a wonderful call with my peeps, and it was a lot of fun. And we talked about a bunch of cool stocks that are happening. You've probably seen some of my videos, maybe about Microstrategy. I think I'm on my sixth or seventh video in the last 9 days. It's exciting. It's doing a lot of the things that we talked about that it would do, and it's a crazy and fun stock to be collecting cash on. So if you're in that with me, great. If not, hope you're having a great week and you had a wonderful Thanksgiving. Let's go over a few stock charts, and then I'll let you get on with your hopefully long weekend. But let's start. Hopefully you're seeing, what are you seeing here? Make sure. Okay, I got to make sure I'm giving you the right thing here. Yeah. All right, so here we go. Let's start here. We have 4 green lights. So we're in a green market. When green markets are going, that means it's a tailwind for buying stocks. I'm not saying you go rush out and buy everything on one day, but generally you're getting the market to give you a tailwind. And 70% of a stock's performance comes from the direction of the market. So that's the time to buy. You don't want to be buying when everything's red and everything's being sold off and CNBC is talking about markets in turmoil. Like, you want to be buying right now when things are really rosy and happy. And stocks that go high go higher, right? Even new highs continue to be wiped out, except for the Nasdaq. So this last couple of weeks, we've been trying to climb back up to that 19,366 level. It's the worst performing index of the 4 that I'm going to show you, but still pretty good. It's still in a nice uptrend, as you can see from that chart. Let's go to S&P 500. This one's made a couple of all-time highs this week, and so there's nothing going on with that that's wrong. S&P 500 is trending higher. That's a beautiful chart right there. That's what you like to see. Dow Jones looks just like it, even much more conviction on the highs. That's great. You want to see that. The New York Stock Exchange Composite is mirroring the same thing. So 3 out of 4 of the indexes are surging or at least trending higher. And that's what we like to see, the way at least we trade. The CBOE volatility index, the VIX, is down. We like the VIX to go down because that means there's less volatility and more certainty in the market. More money comes off the sidelines in these kinds of markets. That's pretty yummy. Apple, I'm going to go over a few of our widely held, at least in my mastermind group. And you can see that Apple is kind of going up to that 237.49 level, which is its all-time high. It's pushing up there on a lot of days in a row of up, just not a lot of volume on those up days. So we're still looking at a holiday peak. And if Apple sells a lot of iPhone 16s and all the other stuff that Apple sells, then this stock continues to go higher. This has been a really great, solid performer for a couple of years now, and I don't expect that'll change. You can look at the covered calls. I'm just going to take a quick second. What we do in covered calls is you buy a stock and you sell somebody else the option to buy your stock from you. When you sell an option, when you sell anything, you get money, right? And so the idea is that we use that price that we sell at to create cash flow for us. That's why my programs are called the cash flow machine. But Apple, right at the money, for those of you know what I'm talking about, you could sell the apples right at the money and pick up $2.15 for the week. So that's $215 per 100 shares. If you have 1,000 shares, you're talking about $2,150 in income. That's $8,000 a month on 1,000 shares of Apple, right? Which is 235 grand. There's other ways to do it, but that's good. That's good income. It's better than like putting your money in a CD and hoping you're getting 4.5%, 5%, right? Microstrategy, which I've made a ton of videos on, as I mentioned. This thing has been crazy volatile. If you don't know what you're doing, you shouldn't be in this, but this is a way to make a ton of cash flow. And that's what we've been doing in this stock for the last 9 days. And now we're expiring and getting ready to roll it to the new week. So this has been an exciting stock. And just those of you that are interested in covered calls, if the stock is at 414.60, right at the money at 415, it's paying you $3,615 per 1,000 shares. It's like 8% at the money, right? Some people go the whole year and don't make 8%, and we're making 8% in a week. Now, you got to know how to play it. You got to know how to adjust the trades, but you got to be small because this thing can keep you up at night. So you got to be really careful with MicroStrategy. All right, Nvidia, beautiful stock, bouncing off its 50-day moving average. You can see primarily it's in an uptrend. It's just having to get rid of some sellers here right now, and it's not jumping up like it did earlier this year when it went from, on this chart here, 80 to 140. It's moving up, but it's moving up slowly. So that's the way it goes. Nvidia is paying about 254 in juice at the money, so $254 a contract on 100 shares. And if it's 1,000 shares, you're making $2,540 on a $140,000 investment. Pretty good. Tesla is bouncing off its 8-day moving average, 10-day moving average. It's kind of consolidating some gains up here at the top. It had a rough week on low volume, so that doesn't concern me as much on Tesla, and it's having a decent day, bouncing up today. So Tesla seems to be the one that's going higher, and if you know what's going on with Elon Musk and the new government, that could be really good for Tesla, and maybe it doesn't help at all, but I seem to think that having somebody in the government helping the president is better than on the outside, where everybody's kind of fighting it. But you can see the juice at the money, 341. The juice at the money on the 340s is 878, which is really good juice, really good cash flow. $878 per 100 shares, $8,700 if you can afford 1,000 shares. That's a lot of money, right? Every week to get $8,780 on a $340,000 investment is pretty darn good. All right, let's keep going here. Amazon bounced up a couple weeks ago, hit its 215.90. 216 is the level it wants to take out. It's got to get rid of this gap here, which it will probably do on its way higher. And it's holiday season, so people are probably spending money on Amazon even as we make this video. So that's kind of good. On semiconductor, it's doing what the semiconductors do. They're in a bit of a downtrend, but it's right at its 200-day moving average. Just kind of plugging away. If you sell calls on it, you're doing okay. You're making about 1.5% a week. JP Morgan Chase, still nurturing that gap up that it had from a couple weeks ago. It's right around all-time highs, and nothing wrong with that chart. And the last one I'll leave you here is Marathon Holdings. Mara is a Bitcoin miner. Bitcoin's threatening that $100,000 per coin level. And, like I talked about, Microstrategy, that's a Bitcoin play. So is the Bitcoin mining play here in Marathon Holdings. And it's about ready to make a golden cross here, probably next week. And, you could see this death cross that it had last week. This stock has gone from 27 all the way down to 13. That's a 50% cut. And now we're back up to 30. So this is basically mirroring a bit of what Bitcoin is doing. And Bitcoin is near an all-time high. That's really, really great stuff. Listen, I'll leave you there. That's enough. I hope you had a fantastic Thanksgiving. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Spend time with your loved ones. Give some hugs to people you haven't hugged in a while. Tell them you love them. Tell them why. And thanks for being here. There's more important things in life than making money, but making money sure is fun if you know how to do it. So hope to see you next time on the next Market Pulse. Meantime, be awesome. Thanks and have a great day. Bye.